Eminem and Easy Mill, Realist. Let's do it. I'm gonna have to say that Easy Mill's a new artist that I'm gonna be keeping my eye on. I dug that. When he first came on, I was kind of like, he's a little young. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I was kind of judgmental, and it was stupid. But then he kind of entered this pocket around halfway through his verse, where he was just like dominating, real not fast, but like every syllable was being utilized, right? Like every place he could put a syllable, he was putting a syllable. Not necessarily that fast, but just like nonstop, filling the bars
Right.
entirely. But then he kind of back off a little bit and come back into it a little bit. Really interesting cadence. It's kind of I'm trying to like new school. I'm trying to find artists that I can listen to that are going to be around for the next 30 years. And Easy Mill seems like he might be one of the ones. Eminem actually surprised me too. I usually shit all over Eminem, but you know what? I like that, but I did talk about that in the past, years ago. How I noticed in all Eminem's newer tracks in the last 10 years, he'll do bars, 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 and then always puts a fast rap at the end of it, just because maybe he thinks it's like kids can identify with it, or I don't know why, but he seems to be doing that a lot. He did it here again, but surprisingly pleasant feeling I got from the Eminem verse. He had some verses, the artichoke. Eat you like a heart, like an artichoke, because it's surely the way that you artichoke. I love how he used the play on words there. He did that a bunch of times straight, as he always does. I know I'm happy with that. I'm gonna give that an 8.5. I could listen to that again all day. What are you saying, Ignacio?
Um, I
Yeah,
think
dude.
what you're hearing is, you're saying like new artists and new, you know what I mean? But I think what you're hearing is there's actually more of a shift back towards lyrical rap. And
Yeah.
and I think Easy Mill is just another kind of
Example.
example of that shift, mixing that street life back into hip hop the way it was. It talked about the streets, it talked about the struggles, it talked about what was actually going on, and I think he's going back to that. That era of that style is coming back in where people do give a shit about what you say, and I think he's a good example of that. For this song, I think I liked it. I liked it. This is one of those ones that there was clips of it everywhere. You know what I mean? Little shorts of this, and little people
Oh yeah.
bringing out little bars and stuff like that here and there. But it was nice to finally hear it all kind of pieced together and put together. It was a dope track. I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna give it 8.5.
8.5. Presto, what are you saying?
Yeah, I didn't think that I would like this, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Easy Mill, a lot technically sound, a lot more technically sound than I thought he would be.
Mm-hmm.
Got into like a really nice flow about halfway through, straight fire. Yeah, Eminem touched on the Melly Mel feud he had,
Right, right.
as Eminem usually does, right? I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I liked it.
8.5. Joe, what are you saying?
I really like the beat. The beat was right up my alley. I mean, if I could find the instrumental of that joint, I will go ham all over it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm.
Um, Eminem did his thing like he always does. I've been a fan of Eminem since before he was signed with Shady, Aftermath, with
Right.
Aftermath, Dr. Dre's label and whatnot. Back when he was, doing the Rap Olympics and all of the freestyles, and you know what I mean. Always been a fan of Eminem. It was refreshing to hear somebody, especially this Easy Mill. He's a new school rapper.
Hmm.
I think so. Yeah.
Refreshing to
Yeah.
hear somebody, but besides Royce the 5'9" that can hang with Eminem on a track, especially a new
Right.
school artist. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I
Yeah. No
think
doubt.
he's Filipino or
He is.
Southeast
Yeah.
Asian.
Filipino, I
Oh
believe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
from there
I'm
or
I'm not
American?
100% sure. Chelsea,
Yeah.
can you find that out?
Chelsea. Yeah. You can
Yay.
I'm definitely going to be on the lookout on my title app for anything with Easy Mill on it, so I can check it out. I dig that dude. I think he did his thing. There's just a lot of rappers that can't hang with Eminem, and it's good to hear somebody from the new school that has the chops. You know what I'm saying?
But
because
do you think
Jay-Z
with, like,
definitely couldn't hang with Eminem. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
do you think this is like a shady records thing? Like Eminem found this
Yeah,
guy
he signed
somehow?
him. He signed him.
Like
No.
found him on the internet, I'm assuming, like some kind of like rap video.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
you know when he was, you know how like a lot of them do the wake up show tour, like those type of radio spots. They do the freestyles and they go through and everybody kind of does that tour of the different radio stations and shows and stuff, right?
Right.
And I do remember seeing a lot of YouTube videos of him going, to different shows and spitting his
podcasts and stuff.
his freestyles and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that's he from my understanding, Eminem keeps his ear to the
Yeah, he
streets
does.
for
He does.
music,
He does.
That's
and
good.
artists.
Yeah.
So
I mean, good
Chelsea,
job,
you
Eminem,
got-
for finding
you-
this dude.
Right.
You got
I'm
something?
Yeah, he's
What's up, Chelsea?
Filipino. He's Filipino.
Filipino from Philippines.
Yep. He moved here for college.
No shit.
Mm.
And he's got mad bars, and then Eminem has spotted him, and now he's got a fucking record deal, I bet, with fucking shady records. That's
There
insane.
you go.
All right, thanks,
Right?
Chelsea.
Living in LA.
Yeah,
That's
no
the
kidding.
American dream.
right.
Yeah,
What do you give it, Joe?
Eminem and
I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I dug it.
8.5, and 100% say yes in the chat, so that is going in the playlist. Let's get into the last song of the evening.